Every now and then, individuals from all corners of the globe provide us with inspiring stories of their rise to prominence and success, motivating us to work harder and continue striving towards our goals. The subjects of this video are certainly no exception to this, who have achieved greatness not only for themselves, but for their home nation too. With business interests in a wide range of industries, from energy and resources to infrastructure and logistics, the Indian multinational corporation Adani Group is a major player on the global stage. In this video, we're going to show you 10 crazy facts about Adani Group that you probably didn't know. We're OnlyBrands, the channel dedicated to bringing you awesome, regular content on the world's hottest brands. Let's do this. Number 1. Adani Group literally does everything. The Adani Group is an Indian multinational conglomerate company headquartered in Ahmedabad, Gujarat. It was founded by Guatam Adani in 1988 as a commodity trading business with a primary focus on the import of coal and later diversifying into infrastructure, power generation, oil and gas exploration, ports, SEZs, real estate, and textiles. The group's flagship holding company, Adani Enterprises Limited, formerly Adani Exports Limited, is the largest publicly listed company in Gujarat and one of the largest traded stocks on the Bombay Stock Exchange and the National Stock Exchange of India. The group exports commodities like cotton, cereals, and pulses from India to other countries all over the world. As of March 2016, the group employs over 23,000 people in India and has an annual turnover of $11 billion, with Forbes currently ranking Guatam Adani himself as the world's 4th richest person with an estimated worth of $139.15 billion. In addition, Adani was conferred the Padma Shri Award in 2015 by the Government of India for his outstanding contribution to trade and industry. Number 2. Adani Group owns the famous Haifa Port in Israel. In July of 2022, the Adani Group acquired the Haifa Port in Israel for $1.2 billion. The Haifa Port is one of the busiest ports in the Mediterranean Sea and is a major hub for European and Asian trade, whose acquisition was part of the Adani Group's plan to expand its logistics operation globally. The Haifa Port is now operated by the Adani Ports and Special Economic Zone, APSEZ, a subsidiary of the company. This was a major milestone for the Adani Group and was the first time an Indian company had acquired a major port outside of India. The acquisition has helped to position the Adani Group as a leading player in the global maritime industry and plays a key part in the company's wider plans to build a global logistics and shipping empire. Number 3. The company's run by one of the world's few hectobillionaires. So it's quite clear by now that Guatam Adani is pretty damn wealthy. But did you know that he's one of 12 USD hectobillionaires in the world, sitting alongside the likes of Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates? Adani began his career working in the family's textile business before eventually starting his own commodities trading venture in 1988, and has since become an unstoppable force in the business world. Among his most high-profile investments are acquiring an Australian coal mine developer and an operator, Link Energy, for $2.7 billion in 2010, and the Abbott Point Coal Terminal from Clive Palmer's Mineralogy Pty Ltd for $1.83 billion in 2012. The Adani Group has gone on to own a whole host of subsidiary companies and infrastructure, including a port, power plants, railways, and much more. And by the way, a lot of hard work and care goes into these videos, so if you could help us out and click that subscribe button, we would greatly appreciate it. Number 4. Adani Group is also a major coal and gas distributor. Adani Group is one of the largest operators of coal mines, gas distribution, and airport operators in India. The company has an extremely diversified portfolio and a strong presence in various sectors, including energy, resources, logistics, and agribusiness, as well as being one of the leading developers of infrastructure projects in India. The company has developed a number of world-class civil engineering projects in the country, including the Mumbai International Airport, the Hazira Port, and the Mundra Port. Adani Group's mission is to create value for all its stakeholders through its businesses, committing to being a responsible corporate citizen and adhering to the highest standards of environmental, social, and governance practices. Very wholesome indeed. Number 5. They're an emerging renewable energy titan. In 2020, Adani Green Energy Ltd secured a record $6 billion in solar power deals, which takes the company closer to achieving its goal of becoming the world's largest renewable energy maker by 2025. Their commitment to not just planting trees, but also enhancing their ESG footprint has attracted the attention of global energy majors and investors, including Total SA of France and Sanam SPA of Italy, who are both eager to claim a piece of the company's renewable portfolio in the Indian market. Adani also owns the Kamuthi solar power project in Tamil Nadu, which is one of the largest in the world. Spanning over 2,500 acres, the project has 2.5 million solar panels and a super advanced robotic solar-powered cleaning system. What's more is that it was built in just 8 months. But that's not all. The group also has plans to develop a 10 gigawatt solar cell manufacturing facility in Gujarat, which will be the world's largest once it's operational. This facility will create employment for over 20,000 citizens and help to greatly reduce India's dependence on imported solar cells. All of these crazy developments make it evident that Adani Group is well on its way to becoming a leading player in the renewable energy space, not just in India, but globally. Number 6. India's nation building is at the company's core. Adani Group's key business strategies has always been to align itself with the Indian government's priority sectors at the time. For example, the group took a foray into the defense sector in 2015 when the government was pushing for local manufacturing of defense equipment. The company immediately seized the opportunity and proceeded to arrange deals with numerous defense contractors and set up facilities to supply equipment to the military. Similarly, the group ventured into India's private fuel and airport sectors in 2018 and 2019 respectively, when the government started to prioritize these areas. It's thanks to this super dynamic and agile strategy that the company has experienced such rapid growth over the years, and is today one of the most diversified and integrated conglomerates in India, with a presence in over 20 countries across 6 continents. Number 7. Guatam Adani has been kidnapped twice. The company's founder, Guatam Adani, is quite the inspiring entrepreneur, to say the least. As mentioned earlier, Adani was born into a family that ran a textile business, but he was quickly enticed by the shiny diamonds industry in Mumbai. There, he worked with the Mahindra brothers as a diamond sorter for 2 to 3 years, learning all the tricks of the trade. Soon after, he set up his own diamond brokerage firm in the famous Zaveri Bazaar of Mumbai and made his first million in only his 3rd year there. He was just 20 years old at the time. However, Guatam's life has not been all rainbows and butterflies. In 1997, he was kidnapped by bandits on the way home from a club and held for ransom of $1.5 million before being later released. But it doesn't stop there. He was also held as a hostage during the infamous 2008 terrorist attack at the iconic Taj Hotel, where he miraculously survived by hiding in the basement. Despite all of this, Mr. Adani has lived to tell the tales and hasn't let these horrific events deter him from wolf determination. That was an especially juicy fact, right? I think that one definitely deserves a thumbs up. Number 8. Guatam Adani belongs to the college dropout billionaire club. Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, Richard Branson, Ted Turner. What do they all have in common? They're all college dropouts. Could it be that there's a correlation between dropping out of college and becoming an insanely successful entrepreneur? Another name to add to that prestigious list is our main man, Mr. Guatam Adani. Adani left college in his 2nd year to pursue business opportunities in Mumbai after he tired of the slow pace and conventional teachings of college. It's a fact that conventional studying isn't for everyone. So, if you feel like you're not really vibing with college life, take solace in the fact that many people have gone on to lead extremely successful lives without any sort of degree. Number 9. 3% of Adani Group's earnings goes to philanthropic activities. In its continuing efforts to support its country's growth, the Adani Group gives back to society through its philanthropic activities and investments. An example of these is the Adani Foundation, an organization set up by the company to support rural development projects in India. The foundation works with villages in Gujarat and Maharashtra to provide access to education, healthcare, and livelihood opportunities. So far, the foundation has reached over 2 million people through its various programs. In addition to its work in rural development, the Adani Foundation also supports environmental conservation projects in India, with the organization launching a mangrove conservation project in the Gulf of Kutch to protect its vital ecosystem. Unlike many companies who who are all bark and no bite, Adani Group have proven again and again that they're committed to the goals and that their actions have made substantial real-world change. Number 10. Adani Group is extremely good at keeping investors happy. Adani Group's revenue has continued to grow exponentially in recent years, reaching 1.1 lakh crore in 2020. This is more than the usually dominant major Indian IT companies Infosys and HCL. Also, in the same year, all 6 listed companies of Adani Group generated multi-bagger returns for its investors. While Apsys offered returns of 60%, Adani Green shot up by 400%. In comparison, Reliance Industries only delivered 40% returns in the same period. Clearly, the Adani Group is a force to reckon with. Thanks so much for sticking around until the end of the video. We hope you enjoyed it, but why stop now? Click this video right here for more awesome content.